welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to go through, I have been wanting these, I've been seeing them on the social media, and I really was intrigued by them because I actually really do like the brand. If you don't see the title, you don't know what it is, but like Morphe. So Morphe is a brand, I've used them in the past. I think I got the Jacqueline palette I did, and I can try to remember to link those videos down below of the Jacqueline Vault one. I was currently working at the Ulta in Albuquerque. There was the launch for the Vault, and it was my day off when it launched, and you know, I went in, I got what I like, all 4 palettes, and I did looks on each of them. So if you want to check those out, please do. Morphe has kind of had its ups and downs. They were known as the brand to have a lot of influencer inspired collections, which to me, honestly, some were good, some were bad, some were unnecessary, some didn't make sense to me, but I feel like that's just how the beauty industry is. You're not always happy with collections that they come out with. You are either obsessed with it or you're not. So to each their own. I still like the brand. I've used, I think I still have their 18 WT Matte Essentials. So this one, it's a nice warm one. And then I have the 18 CT Matte Essentials, which is the cool one, and that one's really good for like all matte type looks, which honestly, if I want to do a nice clean matte contour, my favorite one is to use the 18 CT. So I do like their formula in eyeshadows. I have, what are those little ones? I've done those. Yeah, these guys, the Crowd Pleaser, and the other one I have. So these are nice for travel. And then I kept seeing these pop up on TikTok, and I was like, oh my god, this looks so pretty. I'm a sucker for eyeshadows, what can I say? And let's go ahead and look into them. So I only got, I think there's 6 of these. I only got 4 of the 6 because there's 2 of them that I just feel like I will never use, but I will kind of pop them up here so that you can see the other options. So again, there's total 6 and I only got 4. So the first one that really caught my eye was this one, and this one is called Python Code. So it is a beautiful mix of like teals and golds, and I do like those, very summery for me. So we're gonna crack this guy open and let's take a look. We will swatch these as well, and I will use one of them on my eye just to see the performance. Let's see if I can crack these open without ripping the box, because the box is really nice, to be honest, because it has like that and that printed on there. These look very luxe, but I heard, uh-oh, this is scaring me. Hope it didn't break. My god. Reminiscent of MAC? No? They kind of duped MAC, but it's gorgeous. So MAC came out with little guys too, and bigger ones. They do have, I think, 4 bigger ones, and I wasn't keen on that. I wanted some to travel with, so I wanted the little ones instead, but there's bigger ones, and I'll pop these ones right there so that you can see that as well. But comes a little paper, and it just has, oh, so 2 shades on here are Molten Metals, which I have seen in my, I think I had the metals ones, but I got rid of them because I just never used them as much as I wanted. But then I go and buy these, so it makes no sense. But anyways, let's slow down. Packaging is absolutely stunning. It has the shade names on the back. Python Code is the name of the palette. And then these shades. Oh, it's so pretty. I can definitely see a look out of this. The shimmers, the molten, what are they called? Molten metals. So really pretty. We will swatch that in just a second. Then we have the next one that kind of caught my eye, was another kind of colorful one, and that is this one. This one is called Love Bite, and the bite is like, you know, megabyte Gigabyte. This is very futuristic inspired. And I do love the fact that it has that really pretty pink. It almost hints at you what the color story is going to be like. So let's go ahead and open this. I'm trying to make some room here. And absolutely stunning. Very MAC. Because MAC has those ones. They were very good shadows. I think I had the neutral one, but I just didn't use it as much. So I don't have it anymore. I think I returned it because I just didn't feel like I would use it a lot, you know? But let's pop her open. Jeez Louise. This one's harder to get open. I want to break it. All right. So again, comes with a little sheet thing. It says like, define and shine, create limitless looks. And it looks like this just describes what the formula is. Apply dry for a diffuse luminous effect. Apply wet for molten like shine. Okay, so you can apply the molten metals wet. So here it is. Mauves, pinks, very pretty. I love the color story on this one. And this again is Love Bite. Next one that caught my eye, it's a little bit different for me. It is a cool tone. I mean, I do like cool tones, not gonna lie. They're very fun. They're very different for me. And I really think that my olive skin complexion really brings out. Oh no, I just messed up the box. I did not want to mess up the box. I'm trying to keep these boxes intact. Anyways, I busted that because I like the designs. That already tells you, and this one is called Cyber Chrome. And again, just stunning on the packaging. And then it has the shades on the back, Cyber Chrome. And of course the little sheet. This has a almost like duochrome type deal, but this is a very nice palette. This is something that I definitely will use. The silver. I can't wait to swatch these. Let's move on. All right, last one that I got is something a little bit generic for me, but I really liked the shade in there. It's called Rich Glitch. And of course it has this kind of like, almost like computer-esque malfunction thing going on there. And wow, it's truly, it has like a glitch going. That's really cool. So as you can guess, this one is a little bit more on the neutral side. It looks kind of warm, but a little bit neutral, but there's paper and it is a neutral tone palette. What drew me is this one. Really pretty. All right, I think it's time to swatch these. And if you notice, I got a tattoo. It is, I don't know if you can even see it through the saran wrap, but it's a Elven King symbol. If you don't know, I'll try and pop one right there so that you can see it. I'm really gonna try and spend my time on this video on making sure I do pop-ups when I talk about things that I don't have in hand and I want to show you guys. Anyways, let's start with Rich Glitch. So here again is Rich Glitch. We're gonna swatch. Wow. Whoa. These are very smooth. Oh, wow. Those molten metals. There's the first three shades. So the shades are Hush Money? No. Yeah, Hush Money, which is the cream on top, which is, of course, a nice brow bone shade. Champagne Splash and Taupe Tier. And that's Taupe Tier. Next shades, we have a metallic, and then, oh, that one turned darker than I thought. And here's the metallic. Wow, beautiful color story. And then those three shades are Stealth Wealth, Cool Millions, and High Brown. Again, there's the shades for the Rich Glitch. Next one is going to be the Cyber Chrome, which is the one I'm kind of really fascinated with. So let's go ahead and start with Unplugged, Flash Drive, and Giga Gray. So Unplugged, Flash, wow, that is a gorgeous silver, and Giga Gray. Those are the first three colors. Then we have Pink Sync, Crossed Wires, and Private Cookies. I don't understand that. That's kind of a little bit off base there. So there you go. There is the Giga Chrome palette. That's silver. Stunning. That is pretty. Next one is the Love Bite. So again, there's Love Bites, that pinky mauve one. So we have Champagne Hookup, Wine and Shine, and Virtual Romance. I'm curious. Oh, that's pretty. Stunning shades. Stunning shades so far. I love a good mauve pink moment because that's something that I really like. I like anything that's like almost purple because it does bring out my eyes. And then the last three shades are Darling Domain, Eyeing You, and Unfiltered Feelings. So Unfiltered Feelings is how I say it from here down. But there is the Love Bite. That pink is just stunning. Last one, we have the Python Code. And of course, this one is the first one that caught my fancy, really. Beautiful brow bone shade. Stunning gold. Beautiful neutral gold. So we have Tanaconda, Snake Charmer, and Magnetic Coil. So Tanaconda, Snake Charmer, and Magnetic Coil. And then this one. Ooh, that went hard pan. No. I really thought this one went hard pan. What the heck? I'm sure we can use that wet. And then the last three, we have Full Scale, Very Venomous, and Midnight Samba. So there is the Python, what is it called? Python Code. All right, now to choose which one I want to try out. I kind of want to use the Python Code because that's the first one that really struck my fancy. And I want to see how this, because it swatched and it kind of turned hard pan and it sheared out a little. So I'm kind of curious to see how that would reflect on the eyes. Let's go ahead. Let me grab a brush here. Big old thing of brushes. Anyways, my tattoo. It is, I don't know if you can see it. It's the Elven King symbol. And my friend that I used to work with in the beauty industry, her boyfriend does tattoos. He did my sandworm here, and he also did my Lord of the Lost symbol here. And honestly, he's a really talented tattooist, so I think I'm only gonna go to him. He's absolutely awesome. All right, so we're gonna try this one. I know, I'll see if I can do some videos on each of them. And I totally forgot to prime my eyes. I'm gonna use this guy. This is the Hard Candy, and they did have like paint pots for like in different, like from cream to brown, dark brown. They did have those, but when I felt the tester, because they're brand new testers, brand new, they just literally put them out, it felt really dry for me, and I'm not one that likes really dry formulas like that. It's just not me. And yeah, I have my full face on. I've had it on all day, but I didn't do my eyes, so All right, we're gonna start with the brown, which is called Midnight Mamba, just on a flat but a little bit fluffy brush. That is pigmented. The only thing is there's no in-between shade in here, so I might have to pull from another palette to do it. So let's see what Rich Glitch has that I can use. Oh yeah, we can use this one. So we're gonna pull from another one. I don't care at this point. I'm going to do it. Fluffy brush. And we're just going to buff. Oh, I forgot I can use this as a and we're going to just buff it. Very nice. Okay, I do want to dip a little into that other dark brown in Rich Glitch, which is high brown. It's a smidgen lighter, not much, but a smidgen lighter, but it'll help kind of create a nice balance. Then dip into more of that taupe shade in Rich Glitch. And then this one does have a brow bone highlight, so we're just gonna top that off in here. It's a little bit darker, so Rich Glitch has a little bit of a lighter one. There we go. And I'm just gonna dip very slightly into Midnight Mamba. Look how soft that looks. It looks very soft. That blended out really well. All right, I do want to use, I got a new setting spray here because I'm out of mine. And I needed a new one, and I wanted to get the all day wear set. Since we're in summer now, I really don't need hydration because I normally use, where is she at? I normally use this one, the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy, but it has kind of like an oil to it, and I don't want to put that in my shadows. So this one is going to be my summer setting spray. That one is more my winter one because that one is much more dewy. And I kind of want to look more matte in the summer, if that makes sense. Stay All Night Microfine. So we're gonna spray a brush here. Try not to get in my shadows. And then I kind of want to do, well, oh, I don't know. Let's do this one. And we're gonna put that on the middle portion here. And then we'll get the gold. Oh, whoa, that is gold. Get a little bit more of that middle shade, and then we'll get the fluffy brush, fluffy flat brush, blah, 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 and fluff it right there so we can blend them together. Nice, that's looking really nice. Now we're gonna add that pop of green. So I'm gonna just take a smudger brush like this, and we're gonna dip into this one, which seems to have picked up very well. And this one again is called Full Scale. We're going to run it all across the lower lash line. I almost want to create a look for each. Should I just do it? Let's go ahead and not finish this, and we'll go into another palette for that. That's really nice. It's actually much more pigmented than I envisioned. Now for the inner corner, we're going to take this guy, which is very venomous, and we're going to pop that one there. All right, so I did redo the eye. Sorry, you can kind of see some remnants of the brown, but we're going to dip into another one. I feel like this one should be next. This one is the Love Bite, and we're going to try this one out. And of course, I'm going to start off with that brown. All of them have dark browns. I have 3 of them that have dark browns, so I guess that could have just stayed, but I wanted to use the color from the palette. This one's a smidgen cool, and this one does have a nice transition and kind of in between color. I'm holding my brush wrong. It's kind of hard to make old habits die. I was used to doing it a certain way and then just learned from a pro makeup artist, Nikki LaRose, and she holds her brushes this way, and I can see why. It's so much easier, so much easier. I'm gonna fluff. Oh, let's try this one. So that pink one was called Darling Domain, and then this one's called Virtual Romance. It's the other mauve. I'm assuming this one's darker. I don't know, it's just cooler. Okay, it's not bad. Let's take this. It's not well blended. There we go. Take a little bit more of Darling Domain and just fluff it. No brow bone. We're gonna borrow from Rich Glitch for the brow bone. Now for the lid, clean off this brush. I'm not gonna spray it. I just want to see what this looks like. Do I want this one in the middle? Yeah. We'll put this one in the middle, and then we'll put the pink one on the lid. Oh, that's pretty. I didn't have to use spray. Now for the lower lash line, I used all the colors that I have in here, but most of the colors. So we're gonna put this one and just buff. This is a very pretty dark taupe. I feel like this would look really nice all over the lid. Look at that, it's really pretty. All right, inner corner, just like that. All right, and I know this is kind of haphazard blending. This is just what I feel like I was able to accomplish with makeup on. Usually I have my foundation done after I do my eyes, but there is the Python Code on one eye and the Love Bites on the other. And I kind of want to intensify that pink. They're hard to open. This one's hard to open. That is pretty. Very pretty. All right, so I'm going to take off these two and we're going to try the other two. All right, so cleaned up the eyes. Now we're going to go into Rich Glitch. I mean, you've seen some of the shades. And we'll do the same thing. Same kind of eye shape. Dark brown on the outer corner. And then with this one, we do need that taupe to blend. Go back on that brown because it's a little choppy there. Back into the taupe. Slightly ever so lightly blend. It's not going to be perfect, but you get the gist of it, you know? And then we'll go into Hush Honey, which is that really, it's like a sheen actually. It's not a matte, it's more of a sheen. I need to touch this up a little. That's way better blended. I mean, of course, this is going to be messy. It's just going to be messy. Now we're going to take my flat brush and dip into this one. I actually put this in the inner portion. It's a little dark, but I don't wanted that one in there because it's really pretty. I feel like I'll use this a lot for all over the lid. And then the lower lash line, we're going to take this guy here and run it across. Oh, that's a nice inner corner. I mean, all over lid shade. Blend this all out. I have a lot of fallout going on here. It's going to be sparkly under my eyes and messy. All right, inner corner. This gorgeous shade here. It's very like, it's got pink in it too. All right, so there is Rich Glitch on that eye. Now for the last one, we have Cyber Chrome. And same thing. We're going to do the same. It's just got a different brown. It's much cooler brown. I do like that they have a nice dark shade in there. And then I'm going to get the gray here. Just buff it. And then we'll get this taupe shade here to kind of, well, it's like a taupey gray, as you can say. And then we're just going to tap a little there to kind of marry the colors a little bit better. Buff that out. All right. Now for the lid, silver. We're definitely going to do that silver for the lid. This is just pretty. I haven't been spraying it. I've actually just been putting it on. Oh, that silver's so pretty. I love it. Like, they're not wet feeling. They're very dry feeling, but boy, does it go on super wet. Like it does. We're just going to marry those two colors there. Next shade is the under the eye shade, lower lash line, and that's going to be this one, which is Private Cookies, which makes absolute no, it doesn't make sense. I know, it's getting sloppy, but whatevs. This shade is Crossed Wires, and that is that really pretty white with pink and purple reflex. All right, I just wanted to do simple looks that I've always done, and there you go. You've got Rich Glitch, and then you have Cyber Chrome. All right, thought I'd put on a sparkly shadow to kind of go with this futuristic 2000s look. I really like it. I really like these palettes. They're very nice. They're good for every day. I feel like I'm going to travel with these because these are going to be something that I would definitely go for if I want to go somewhere, which I don't really go places, but you know, you get the gist. The other two palettes were like a pastel kind of color, and then another one was more of a warm, and I feel like the warm, not too dark, almost like pinkies, don't go well with my eyes, so I didn't get that one. And then the pastel, I don't know, I might pick up those two if you agree to try those two out. And again, they'll be check them out. But I did get them at my local Ulta because it was right there, and I'm excited. These are really, really cool. So if you haven't tried these, they are kind of dupes of the MAC ones, I will say, almost exact copy, except they do have their own formulas, which are those molten chromes or whatever. So those ones are in here as well. They got 2 of them in each palette, which I feel like is good enough for me, and I really did enjoy that formula. So I feel like Morphe is back on track. They're actually really back on track, and I feel like they're gonna do great things if they keep on this path of really, sorry, just throwing my brushes away to be washed. They're really stepping up again, which is something that I really wanted them to do, because they had potential. I mean, affordable eyeshadows, you can't go wrong. Granted, they're not as good as the indie brands. I feel like indie brands are so like on it with shadows and just the formulas. So of course, but this is just fun. And honestly, I would probably, because I know they look very bland right now, I'd probably get just a little pencil liner here and just kind of add a small wing. Maybe not small. It's quite massive, but look, that wing looks really cute. Or just like that. Just to add something, you know? I would definitely add liner to this because they are quite light, but I feel like I can do a lot of shades. So if you want to see different ways to use these, please let me know in the comments so I can make a video about it and actually post a little bit more. Give me ideas to post. So that is it. That is all she wrote. I am done, and I'm actually going to be fixing my brows today because they are a hot, bushy mess, and I need to reshape them. I feel like I might have to like to get rid of my tail again because my tail is starting to grow downwards and it makes my eyes look very, so we'll see what I do with my stuff, or my brows. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.